Fox 61, Connecticut's news station, starts with a weather impact alert.
Right now at 6, we don't need to tell you how hot and humid it was today. All you had to do was step outside and feel the tropical conditions, and it'll be like this for another couple of days. And that's where we begin tonight. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. We're in a weather impact alert now for the heat. Let's hand things over to meteorologist Sam Sampuri. And Sam, for the summer lovers out there, though, they got to be loving it. It's really nice.
Yeah, you know, just stay by a pool,
Yeah.
a lake, down at the beaches too. You can find relief there because of the sea breeze. And look at the temperatures in inland areas. Now, it's not all about the high temperature. We're not exceeding any records. We're not up near 100. If anything, we're in the upper 80s to lower 90s. That 80 you see in Granby was just because of a pop-up shower they had the last hour or so. 91 in Bethany, 88 in Hamden. So very warm conditions, 75 right in London. That's a sea breeze. But here's the heat indices again, averaging in the low and middle 90s. Have actually dropped a couple of degrees. For example, in Torrington and Waterbury, they were in the mid to upper 90s. Actual temperatures, 84 Torrington, Waterbury, 84 Willimantic. But again, it's all about the dew points. Whenever you have dew points in the 70s, it is tropical out there. A little bit of a southerly breeze. Doppler showing that any showers that we did have is kind of dissipated now. We'll take it and just enjoy this evening. It's going to stay warm and muggy for the next couple of days. So overnight, we'll have temperatures down into the upper 60s to lower 70s. And for tomorrow, here we go again. Hot and humid, 85 to 90. We have a heat advisory and also have an air quality alert. I'll explain both those advisories. We'll talk about the rest of the week and also your important weekend forecast. All in a few minutes, guys.
Thank you, Sam. The hot weather protocol is in effect until 8 Friday night. This means cooling centers will be open to keep everyone safe from the heat. For information on those cooling centers and where to find the closest one to you, dial 211 or visit 211ct.org. We have all that information for you right now at fox61.com. Empty storefronts could be seeing new life in downtown Hartford. State lawmakers recently approved up to $2 million to help encourage new leases. Well, it's not set in stone just yet. Solene Arif explains how the proposal would work.
Vacant storefronts line much of Trumbull Street right now, but that could soon change as a $2 million proposal is in the pipeline to help revitalize this historic area of downtown Hartford.
As people come and go, so do businesses.
Stuff's kind of going in and out a lot of times, so new stuff opens, stuff comes out, and it's kind of just like a constant rotation.
And that's why state lawmakers approved up to $2 million in the last session of the General Assembly to help new businesses get off the ground in downtown Hartford. Mike Freemuth is the executive director of the Capital Region Development Authority and says those funds could go toward a variety of things.
If you have to fit out a kitchen, or if you have to fit out a special electrical power, or if you have to put in, special plumbing, you need to do advertising, shelving.
While it's still in the air how much each business could receive, the funds don't come free. Each business or landlord for the business has to match the amount of money they receive. Freeman says the target area would be the buildings around the People Bank Arena, formerly known as the XL Center downtown. They hope to bring in businesses focused on restaurants and entertainment, and across the road on Pratt Street, businesses who already call the area home say they would love to see new storefronts downtown.
We'll make it attractive for more people to have more businesses and more varieties. We do not want the people that live in Hartford and downtown Hartford, or who might be moving into downtown Hartford with new apartment construction. We don't want them to leave Hartford to get the things they need.
Lisa Pressa-Marita has worked at Professional Barbershop for 15 years, which is close to celebrating their 100th anniversary. She hopes if more businesses open through this proposal, they'll also stay in downtown Hartford long term.
Jobs and businesses have to have some sort of background experience with the business that they are opening. I think it's too much of a risk for us to just let someone just try something for the first time.
Next, the Capital Region Development Authority directors would have to approve the project, but there's no timeline yet for when that will happen. Reporting in Hartford, Solene Arif, Fox 61.
So it is hot out there, and some people may be looking for a way to cool down. One of those ways is a nice cold ice cream cone, or maybe a milkshake. Fox 61's Alicia Hercules is at an ice cream shop in Hamden talking to people trying to beat the heat.
The weather is hot and a lot of people in Hamden are heading out to Ashley's Ice Cream to get the best of both worlds, to cool down and get a sweet treat at the same time. For people in Hamden, it's never a rocky road to get some ice cream. The employees here at Ashley's Ice Cream spend the day making milkshakes, ice cream cones, and even ice cream cakes. Taylor Brown, a manager at Ashley's Ice Cream, says things get especially busy in the evening.
So around like 6, right after dinner time, is when everyone starts coming in. There's usually a line to the door, so you want to get here early so that you can get, your pick of ice cream, but we always have plenty of options available.
But even in the afternoon, they see their fair share of customers coming to the store.
Call Ashley's Hamden.
And on the phone looking to place orders. Neil Potick has been coming to the shop for years, but on this day, his milkshake is a little bit more important.
On this very hot summer day, I'm actually moving, we're moving to another apartment in Hamden, so a lot of heavy lifting, and we thought we'd take a break and come get some Ashley's Ice Cream. I have this peanut butter milkshake here.
Assad Dandler says every day is a good day to get some ice cream.
Every time we come in this area, we come get, in the afternoon, we come get ice cream. So that's about every day, or every other day. So sometimes twice a day.
Him and his best friend come to this ice cream shop every day, no matter the weather. After coming to this shop for so many years, he told me what he thinks is the best ice cream combo.
I get 3 different kinds.
What 3 different kinds do you get?
I get strawberry, coconut, and raspberry, most of the time.
Now, mixing flavors sounds interesting, but I'm not the most exciting ice cream fan. The only flavor I like is vanilla. In Hamden, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.
It was yet another busy day for the courts today. 3 major cases we've been following had new developments today.
We're going to start in Hartford Superior Court. 18-year-old Joel Kaiza didn't appear in court today. He's accused of hitting and injuring 2 state troopers last week on I-91 in Enfield. He's still in the hospital with minor injuries. The court clerk tells us he'll be arraigned virtually tomorrow. Video here shows an Acura driving over water, causing the car to spin out of control and hit the troopers.
Meanwhile, in Waterbury, the man accused of shooting 5 people inside the Brass Mill Center Mall appeared in court. Police say 19-year-old Tejuan Washington opened fire following an argument with a group. Washington's legal team requested more time to gather evidence before his next hearing on August 26th. He faces several charges, including assault.
And less than a week after Raul Valley was acquitted of murder, state prosecutors filed new charges against him. Valley faces new first-degree manslaughter and assault charges. The state says Valley acted recklessly during a fight at a 2022 Shelton House party, killing 17-year-old Jimmy McGrath. 3 other teens were also stabbed that night. Valley, who was 16 at the time, claims he acted in self-defense. A mistrial was declared on the lesser charges after the jury couldn't reach a verdict last week.
The state Inspector General has ruled that state police were justified in the deadly shooting of a Pawcatuck man nearly 2 years ago. In December of 2023, police went to Mechanic Street in Pawcatuck to execute an arrest warrant for 42-year-old Vaughn Malloy. Police ordered him to come outside multiple times. Malloy didn't answer, so officers broke down his front door. That's when Malloy was seen running out of a back door with a gun. As authorities fired at Malloy, they released K-9 Bracco to chase him down. Malloy fell to the ground and shot at Bracco. Officers fired multiple shots at Malloy, killing him. Bracco was also hit and died. The Inspector General says the troopers acted in response to deadly force, and their actions were objectively reasonable and justified.
The Stanford Education Association has filed a formal ethics complaint against Superintendent Dr. Tamu Lucero. They're citing serious violations of the Connecticut Code of Conduct for Administrators. The complaint accuses Dr. Lucero of creating a toxic climate through retaliatory practices, poor transparency, and mishandling discipline. Educators are calling for a full investigation. They say district leadership must be held to the same ethics standards as teachers. The State Department of Education is now reviewing that complaint.
A jury found a former New Canaan School's food services director guilty of theft and tampering with evidence. Bruce Gluck was among 3 district employees charged with stealing more than $500,000 from the school cafeteria. We're told it happened between 2013 and 2018. They were in charge of keeping track of school lunch funds. The New Canaan Board of Education reported him, Marie Wilson, and Joanne Pasquarelli to the police in 2017. Gluck rejected a judge's offer to reduce his charge in exchange for his pension and restitution payments. He and Pasquarelli are scheduled to be sentenced in September. Wilson's sentencing is next week.
Officials are still looking for a man who went missing last March in the Connecticut River. Officials say Daniel Callahan of East Windsor was last seen leaving a party in Chicopee, Massachusetts on March 8th. We're told his car was found the next morning partially submerged in the Connecticut River near Walter Street, but he was not inside. Well, today dive teams, police officers and firefighters kept searching for him.
A Stafford woman faces serious charges after police say she illegally accessed customer accounts while working at AT&T. Katie Barnaby was arrested Thursday on 6 warrants tied to a fraud investigation by state police, and she faces multiple computer crime charges and was released on a $60,000 bond. Barnaby is due back in court a week from today.
Well, also in Stafford, state police are accusing a man of animal cruelty and not vaccinating his dogs. Investigators have been looking into 43-year-old Neil Bassinet since April, and officers arrested him last Friday. He has been charged with animal cruelty and unlicensed dogs. Bassinet is out on bond and is due in court next Monday.
And new here at 6, a New Jersey man was sentenced today for stealing mail from collection boxes between 2022 and 2023. A district judge sentenced Xavier Holman to 3 years probation. He'll serve the first 6 months in home detention. It's reported he used stolen mail collection box keys to steal mail in New Haven and West Haven. We're told he did this at least 8 times. Investigators found more than 3,000 pieces of mail in his home, including more than $1.5 million in money orders and checks. Holman pleaded guilty to mail theft last November.
Well, new details from Colchester in a deadly crash over the weekend. The Salis school community is mourning the loss of one of its former teachers. The school in Baltic expressed its deepest condolences after the death of Jennifer Leinbach. She, along with another driver, were killed in a crash Sunday night along Middletown Road in Colchester. A second former teacher was seriously hurt in that crash. The school says she was 8 months pregnant, and sadly her unborn child did not survive. The cause of that crash is still under investigation.